Alright, what we have here is a Tokyo high power amplifier. It's a heavy little bugger, but it is beautiful. W1RM, we met him today. Big heatsink, real big heatsink. A big fan in the back. Couple scratches, not too bad. A fellow pet owner. Big fan. Right in there you can see all the transistor modules. It's piped in for 230. But the cool thing is to switch it to 110. Right there. You get that on film? Let's put that right in the middle. Right there, it's a little switch. Let's see, we'll mute that. There it is. Little switch right there. There you go. Bang. Flip it over. And it's all set. Ready for mobile. We'll see if that'll work out. That could be pretty fun. It's pretty new. The thing looks, there's hardly even a fingerprint on it. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this puppy in line, and we'll go from there. But so far it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Tokyo high power. Model HL-1.5KFX. Alright, well here we go. I got it all piped in. It's kind of tempt because you see one of the legs are hanging off the shelf here. It's a little deeper than I thought. Probably could push it back a little bit, but we want to make sure everything works first. So I'm on 40 meters now. There's a YN2MF. So we can try working him, but we're going to see what we get for output power first. He's listening split, so we'll go off of him a little bit. We'll just send a dit. So 12 watts in the 1.32 to 1. Alright, here goes, fire in the hole. Should be Yaesu. Doesn't have anything lit yet. Alright, let me check the next step. You know what? I bet you I didn't hook up a push to talk line. Let's see what happens in action. We'll see if we can adjust the camera a little bit here. So we're gonna have another. Let's see, we got a little bit more of the picture. Here we go. So so I decided to rip into the K3. I got the IO mod. I got my coffee. I got all I did so far was take the cover off. Now I'm gonna try to see if I remember how to take the IO mod out. I'm not gonna go too deep. I'm just gonna try it out. But this is the K3. This is my K3, and I'm gonna try it on this one first. We're gonna see how it works, and we can put the pull-up resistors in the IO board, which is this very top board. I could probably do it right from the top, but I'm gonna take a look at it. I'll take the board out. I might do it from the top so you can see it's obvious when you open it up, and hopefully I can have some good soldering skills to make a visible modification there. But this is the old baby. It hasn't been apart since I got it back from Elecraft after they did the upgrades. And things been working like a champ, so I'm not going to poke around too much in here because I want it to stay just like it is. But beautiful rig. These K3s are something else, I tell you. They're awesome. But we're going to modify this. This is a very old, it's a Rev A, but we'll see if it's got the pull-up. It definitely didn't have 5 volts on the band outputs, but the band outputs work with a top 10 decoder. So this is to get the Tokyo High Power amplifier band switching, and I'm going to do this to Kim's K3 as well if I'm successful with mine. So we'll keep plugging away at it, but there you go. We're getting there. So what I did was I just made a little harness. So I marked the pins that the resistors need to be soldered to. So it looks pretty good. Looks pretty easy. Hopefully that does the trick. So we'll go ahead and throw this back together, get the reassembly of the K3. I'm wiping it down. It was pretty dusty. I blew it out with some compressed air before I even started working on it. So I think we'll do the same thing to Kim's. I just got to locate 3 more 2.2K. I know I had a bunch, but so far we'll try mine, make sure it works out, and then we'll move on to
right, let's try this again. Here we go. The band switching is working. I had to put four 2.2K resistors across the to pull up the voltage to 5 volts on all of the band decoder pins, and now it works absolutely awesome. It's like having a 1 kilowatt K3. Instant band changing, you don't really appreciate what it's all about until you actually see it and work with it. Kind of like a revelation when automatic antenna switching. So fortunately right now the shack is pretty simple, but it does have full automation for antennas. I have a couple dipoles for 160 and 80, but I got both, each of them tuned specifically, so it's like having a monoband antenna. But essentially the only band that I can't run the amp on, which is okay, is 30 meters. I don't have an antenna that I can switch in pretty easy. But check it out. That's 21. It's gonna go down to 14 or 18. So that didn't move because it's 18/21. Stepper's tuning around. You can hear the stepper tuning in the background too. Goes down to 14. There comes. That's a stepper coming into play. 30 meters has a spot here, but it's not very useful. So now I'm going to just pan the camera over a little bit. We'll leave it on 40 meters. And we'll see what we got for a match and power output and stuff. Here's the other K3. It's a bit dusty. Sorry, Kim. But we're gonna clean that up nice and clean once I put the mod. So here's barefoot. So what do we got? I'll zoom in so we don't have to look at the dust. No, it gets worse. Sorry. So here, match is a little high. I think that's because my antennas are intertwined. So anyway, see if I can get that a little bit better. Alright, so that's I'm right at the bottom of the band. Okay. So it's 2-to-1 match. I'm running what was that? Now what was that for power? 60 watts. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll hit with the amplifier. 40 watts. 40 watts is about 500 watts. Just like that. Just flips it right in. If we switch bands, if I go up to 20 meters now, better match, 40 watts, 500 watts. Fantastic. No tuning, no anything, just change bands and go. So I can actually do this, and you can see my antennas changing too. So if I go to 40 meters now, it goes to the Mox on. Oh, I tripped it by being on 30 meters. Okay. Now we're on 40 meters. 80 meters. Same drive. Is that awesome or what? Just go zip right through the bands. The only thing, once I get to the high bands, I'd have to wait for the stepper to tune in a little bit. But other than that, it's essentially instant. That is absolutely something. So there you have it. So we have a older serial number K3, and it's firing the Tokyo High Power HL-1.5KFX amp. So mission of success.